We got the bow apart, got my limbs, my cam wheel attached. I've got the riser apart. I highly recommend that when you take your bow apart and you're going to do a repair, take your limb bolts, clean them up. It's good to buy some of these packages. You can get these from auto parts store. It's an anti-seize lubricant. I take these, I rip them open, and basically I lubricate the limb bolt holes. So you're putting a lot of pressure on these bolts and in these holes, and this really does help to keep them in shape here. So not a pretty job, but it's going to work. I carry one of these in my range bag and also in my hunting pack, along with spare string cable and limb bolts. So then, now what I'm going to do is, you have a limb bolt, a washer, then our swivel ball, and you put the round part down. The round part's going to go into the limb trim. It fits and it swivels. That's how it was designed. And I'll start that here. You got it? I'll do my other one. Swivel balls on there. Limb trim. Okay, so now I'm going to take this and I'm going to put the limbs on. Okay, these are what we call Delrin pod rods. This is your limb pod. Different terminology, that's what we use and that works for us. So basically this is what your limb is resting on. I'm going to take the top limb, put it in what we call the limb trim. It's our limb cover. I'm going to take the cam side of the limb, put that in there, it snaps in. I'm going to set this up just like that. I do my cable first. So separate the cable and string. This cable, you have a split Y on the top. That's for your yoke saddles at the top. Basically, I start with the cable first. I attach it to the cam where it says C for cable. I have basically on a single cam you have the cable, which is the resistance, and you have the string, which is attached to the cam twice. So the string pulls the cam one way, the cable pulls it the other way. As you draw back your string, the cable is taking up the stress of the limbs. So all we're going to do now is got that. Okay, on a string, you have serving. Serving is around every part of the string that comes in contact with the metal part, basically, or and also the shooting string. So you're gonna find the center serving. The center serving on our string is that right there. It's very small. The closest end to the shooting string, the center serving is going to go on the outside shooting the shooter side of the cam. Also, it says S for string. That's the big rail. The big rail is going to take that side of the string. It's going to come up. You're going to see the center serving is right here. It's going to go around, come over the top of the wheel. All right, that's going to go on the string there, on the string post. That's the limb settling. Let me take these limb bolts out a little bit more. These heavy, see, there's a problem with using the heavy limbs. Okay. Make sure all your strings are aligned and they are in the rails. You take this, you're basically going to stretch this around the wheel. And this could be made easier just by loosening the limb bolts. The limb bolts will come all the way out. But I'm making it hard on myself. We'll do this smoother. We'll do this again. Okay, so now my bow's put back together again. Cable slide goes on. Cable slide goes on the post, on the cable rod, and you're going to have you have two different levels of where the string and cable go through. The cable, you want the cable to be towards the shooter as much as possible for less wear. It separates the cable and string so they don't touch each other, keeps them out of the way of the arrow. Now it's just a matter of tightening her up. And again, you want to do 5 turns at a time. Making sure all my tracks are right. Yeah. As I put pressure on this, these are 100-pound set of limbs. I want to make sure everything's right before I put it back together. So I had, what, a 7/6 on those threads? Okay. I'm going to tap. The limbs have to be set into the front of the cup. Right now, they're a little off, and all I have to do is set them in. Done. I'm not going to damage anything on this bow. This bow's built sturdy. Remind me to lubricate the limb bolts next time we take this apart. Okay, I'm going to count my threads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to tighten up one side. One side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if I get the top one, I can actually figure it out by checking tiller. And I'm off, so I need to bring the bottom in. Check tiller again. Outside from in the pocket to the outside of the string. Check it with your thumbnail. And I'm dead on. So the bow is put back to exactly the way it was. Next thing we want to do is we want to check timing. The timing mark on this, on the cam, we want 3/8 of an inch from the top of the string to the top of this hole right here. And that's 3/8 of an inch.